what's today, April 3rd, 2nd. Bro just whipped one up from scratch. Just made a beat from scratch. We just in here working, man. Shit. Me and Tone got history. We been doing this
Tony
shit.
Gaines is the handle. I'm from Lawrence, Kansas. I started mid-90s. Started from just a little drum machine, teaching myself. I taught completely self-taught with this shit. In a time when there wasn't no YouTube or there wasn't no really anyone to help me. You know what I'm saying? I did what I could do to get some gear. I bought my first drum machine from a pawn shop. I stole my first keyboard. You know what I'm saying? And the karma from that took me 6 months to learn how to use that motherfucker, man. I had this idea. I'm a big R&B dude, and most people when they were sampling, especially at the time, they were sampling a lot of funk and soul music, and nobody had really hit my era. Nobody knew it better than me. So I started crafting a sound, you know what I mean, like 90s, 80s R&B over what I like to call mob drums, you know what I mean, Kansas City funk music. I put drums over that, and that led me basically to working with Rich the Factor on my own for the first time. And Quit Callin' was like the first track that we did where it was like it just kind of took off, and since then, man, that's led me to so many opportunities. Just working with Rich, working with Tech, working with Shock G. Spent like 6 weeks in Staten Island with Ray from the Woo. Just being in the lab with Primo, DJ Premier. What do you call it? The Mount Rushmore of hip hop producers. This music's allowed me to travel, man, and go a long way simply from dedicating the time to learn how to be creative and create and do something that everyone in my life told me I couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? You from Lawrence, Kansas, how in the hell, But the M.I.L.L.I.O.N records I did, the Tech 9 record, just last year, we got a gold record from that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's where the hard work shit, it was 20 years later, bro. Like, now we sitting with a gold record. I got records with Burner, I got records with Boy Big, I'm credited on over 1,000 records as a producer. And yeah, man, and Geezel, bro, I was telling them off camera, he's always been one of my favorite rappers, and it's like, there's certain beats that I won't send to anyone else. You know what I'm saying? And he kills them every time. Shit, if I remember correctly, I got what has been called Bob Marley memory. You know what I'm saying? I indulge, right? So, and there's been a lot. So if I get some of the details wrong, but to my memory, man, out in Will the Weirdos, he's like, I got this kid from St. Joe. He's dope. He heard some of your beats, and I'm like, shit, all right, there's always a young kid. You know what I'm saying? And first record, that's where it might get foggy. Like, I don't know what the first record was, But if you remember, I was saying in telling my story is I was kind of working on this sound. You know what I'm saying? And not everybody was really digging that. They had a particular thing that they wanted from me, and sampling wasn't it. You know what I mean? And when I heard G's, I was like, boy, this motherfucker, God damn, like he was just eating, man, and he had his own style, his own movement almost, it didn't sound like anyone else. And one of the first records that I remember us doing together was My Six Hustles, which to me, like I was saying that earlier too, that's a song that's soundtrack of my life. It's in there, and shit, we ended up, I don't know how many records we did. We probably did 5 or 6 records on that particular project, you know, and, you know, the way Fate fell, you know, it took a while to come out, you know, and we've always stayed up throughout the years. I send them shit, man, and, you know, if I make something and I feel like, oh yeah, I gotta send that to G's, you know, and next thing you know, you'll send me a iTunes link and we rock it, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I might have missed something, but I feel like that's how it went, right? You know, the network, the tree is so strong, man, and like we all got our own wave, our own sound, you know, and I'm proud of that. This scene is like my baby. I'm one of the most, you know, I probably did the most work and the least people know who the hell I am. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't never been about anything but the music for me. You know what I mean? So that's Tony Gaines in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my hippie right now. Personal development, you know what I mean? Trying to, you know, live life and, you know, let these gray hairs pop out and let it all just kind of go, man, because I earned it, bro. And, you know, shit. One love.
Yeah, nigga, my life is so vivid. Take your ears and listen, you can picture how I'm living. Standing in the kitchen where the pots is boiling.